The program is the Gist Zone, but I prefer to call it the G Zone. You know, First Love is about. You know, so before we continue with our discussion, we actually went out to the streets to get opinions of other people on what First Love is about.
These are defining the zones of love. You understand? So usually people, when they think about love, is emotion. You know, you are good. You know, maybe you have.
Hello and welcome. It's another edition of the Gist Zone, and my name is Ijeoma. Today on the show, my guest and I will be gisting skill acquisition. Skill acquisition simply means acquiring a skill so that you can be self-reliant. All right, so we'll take a break. When we come back, you meet my guest so the gist can begin. All right, so my guests are all nicely seated. I'll start my introduction from my left. On my left is
Agatha Acholu.
Agatha. You're welcome to
Thank
Gist
you
Zone.
very much.
And
I'm Angela Ode.
Angela, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And on my right is
Michael Agumba.
Michael. Michael, you're welcome to Gist Zone.
Thank you.
Michael has been on the show once or twice before, and you're back again.
My pleasure.
Thanks for being here. And next
I'm
to me,
Sephiny Smart.
Sephiny, you're welcome. Mary, you're welcome. You're welcome to Gist Zone. Today, we're talking skill acquisition. And funny enough, everyone here, seated here, has a skill. All right, so it's a good thing. So let's talk skill acquisition. All right, so what is skill acquisition?
Well, I think skill acquisition is like acquiring a skill, because basically a skill is something you learn. It's not like you having a talent which is inborn. Skills are what you learn or you train on, like hairdressing, playing the drum. You can say that's a skill.
I think it pretty much, varies. That's some example.
Yes.
Because there are quite a lot of skills, out there, and it's just the ability to acquire. It's not something you're completely, born with. It's not a talent encode. It's got to be something that you can learn, you can be trained upon, and you can choose to do it either as a business or as a hobby, either ways.
But then you have to have the interest.
Oh yes, definitely. You've got to be passionate about it.
Exactly.
Because you can't afford to want to learn something or take in something that you're completely not into.
Mary.
Okay, skill acquisition here. It's about you. Many a times it could be your passion for it. You could have a passion for it, and at times it could be a situation that would make you want to learn something.
Exactly.
You could be so
Jobless.
stuck there. You could be jobless. Like this, we have a whole lot of graduates walking our streets without them coming to
Realizing
realize
that
they
there's
could
something
do something
they
good
can do for them.
themselves.
Exactly.
Particularly, I am a tailor. People will call you a fashion designer. These days, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Many a times, people come to think of it that people that learn skills, people that learn handwork, are illiterate.
No.
It is
Definitely not.
It is definitely not. Because they have this thinking, like you could go to a tailoring shop, you could see somebody, or you go to a hairdressing salon, you see somebody there, and the way people approach them, the way people talk to
Disdain
Yeah,
them,
them,
but
look
I
down
think
them.
it's packaging.
Yes.
If you don't package right,
itself well.
yes, people will just take you for granted.
Yeah.
People
But
will take you for granted for it. But one thing about you is learning it, as in having this passion for it to come out beautiful. You mustn't have the whole money, like you said, packaging, but you could do something and somebody would see it
Something
and look for you,
outstanding.
Yeah,
no matter
something-
wherever you
Exactly.
Something outstanding.
You want to
Angela
add-
was going to say something.
No, I was going to say that not just making anything, whatever you're making has to be unique. And it has to
are.
have
It
a
has to have a
market.
standard.
Yes. For it, whatever you're doing has to be unique and stand out. So somebody will now come to, like you say, you're in tailoring. Somebody will come to your shop and be like, wow, I've never seen this.
She
done
makes
anywhere.
beads, and funny enough, she made what she's wearing.
Oh my God,
and
it's lovely.
that is beautiful.
Yes, it
Very
is.
nice.
That is
Fabulous,
so
darling.
beautiful.
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm
think-
sorry,
Okay.
Michael. Before we jump away from our beads, she was saying there were different reasons, and what was your reason for starting that, really?
Well, I love beads. and then I like looking lovely.
Mm.
And of course,
Oh.
we like our country.
So it's not joblessness that took you back.
It's not joblessness. Definitely not. Okay.
She's not doing it
Okay,
just for the
people.
money. She's doing
Now
it
we
to
have
look
established what skill acquisition is and all of that. We went out, to get other people's opinion on what they think about skill acquisition. Let's see what we brought back.
Okay.
Yes, young people need to acquire skills so that they can be independent.
I encourage people to learn handworks. And whenever they are learning handworks, let them learn it well, so that when they want to do work for people, people will see their handwork and appreciate them.
I believe in the principle that says that practice makes perfect, and that practice you really have to start it from a very tender age in order to be a master in that, so that from there they can get the kind of encouragement and sponsorship to be able to become experts.
I discover my own talent. It comes just natural. So when it came naturally, I discover it, then I think about it and know that, okay, let me use this clay to produce a beat whereby it can be marketable and, to make me sustain a living.
People finish in school, degrees, some people get masters, have job. But we now, we have our job. The person where you get degree now, you make the thing where you make for our hand, like money. Now, like me now, I go work more than 600,000 for a month.
We will see you train an apprentice. At the end of the day, he goes and leave you. And sometimes for you to look for another one and get a better one, you might not see it easily.
God is the creator of all the skills. So no one on earth that doesn't have a particular skill. It's a matter of one to discover his own skill, and then you can develop it.
Okay, that was a vox pop on skill acquisition. You heard what my respondent said. Someone said his talent came to him naturally. All right, so would you want to, buttress more on that?
Yeah, when
Talents coming to you naturally.
Yeah, for me, I have two. He's a grown-up person talking now, and basically, if you want to talk to the public, for me, I define talent in two ways. One, the one you were born with, and the one you learn growing up as a child. The first one, just like beauty. You grow up, sometimes you'll be playing around, you don't know you are even beautiful, until somebody come and said,
I don't see beauty as a
let me learn. Somebody comes to you and said, you can make something out of this. They start training you, start walking on wrong ways.
You wouldn't say beauty is a talent.
Okay, that brings me to my next point. What is the difference between talent and skill?
Skills are what you learn, train. But talent is inborn. It's something you know. It's something that when you do it, it's inside of you. People will just know. Like maybe I sing. People, it's something that when you sing, people will like, yeah, you're good at singing, and it's not something someone.
But can you have a talent that you don't realize you have? Is it possible?
It's possible.
And people.
Because you have to work on whatever talent you're born with. Like you have a creative eye. If you pay attention to detail, you know that you're going to be good at detailed work. Like she's a tailor. Some people don't have the patience to sit down for so long to sew.
Okay, let me ask you. You make beads.
Yeah.
How did you come about making beads?
Well, like I said, I have a passion for. I always love beads when I see.
So
people
you knew
so yes,
you had that for beads.
Yeah, I knew I had it, and I love paying attention to details. So when I look at somebody's dress, I try to look at what they have on and wonder how it came about. So hence, I now knew that, okay, I have to develop on this creative eye that I have. And then I now went into the skill of acquiring the art of bead making, because it's actually an art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Can I say that I saw a video recently, and the man was playing the guitar with his feet beautifully.
Really?
Yes.
Is
And
it
this
challenged?
I mean,
No. Is
the
it
reason-
physically challenged?
I'm coming
Okay.
down to this,
Okay.
because when you ask that question, I'm thinking, okay, in as much as we say talent is inborn, it's always, been there. But there are situations that also prompt you to actually discover those talents that you never
Exactly.
knew. And this was somebody who used to play with his hands. And when he lost both hands, you know, he had to start playing with his feet. It took him a while, but, you know, he got to that point. We simply meant that if he still had the hands, he really would never have...
And like one of our respondents said in the
Yes.
Vox Pop, that practice makes perfect.
Makes perfect. And, you know, coming to that, that was actually the part I picked about it. You know, practice makes perfect. And I'm thinking, really, for me, we tend to ignore a lot of things, especially, you know, the younger ones or the younger minds. We get to a point where parents need to start as much as possible motivating their kids from a tender age.
Yes. Exactly.
You need to motivate them.
Especially
you need
parents.
you need to pass by the right information to them. They need to be...
I think we're so stereotyped in you have to go to primary school, secondary school, university.
Basically, they will make you
And
study
even
what they
what
want.
they want.
What they want, not what you have the passion
Let me chip
for.
in something. The thing with Nigerian parents is they feel when you start teaching your children to grow in something, maybe like
They may deviate.
Not even deviate. They may end up being musicians. They just want
No,
most
the
parents.
problem with that,
Most parents
sweetheart,
want
the problem with that,
professionals. They want-
Agatha, is the fact that parents do not take their time to listen and understudy the child.
Yeah.
Because every child has got something. Their
Yeah,
kids
exactly.
will never end up
Everybody
talking.
has
I was really
something.
very quiet when I was growing up. But now, you know, I'm all that I talk.
For me,
You know, so it's understanding that child
for
from a
me,
tender age.
well, if you are growing a child, I feel you should not just, apart from understanding your child, I think you should create opportunities for the child to
Yes,
learn
lots of
different things.
exactly.
For example, if a child is very vast with the computer, he's doing programming. I know somebody who is very young. He can do a lot of things. He does recording. He sings. You see him with the computer. You say, "Wow!" You see him on the keyboard. The guy he's even doing things with flowers. He knows how to cut flower. I don't know how to cut flower and make it, and then you plant a stem and it's growing by the next day. You know, when you give child opportunities, you see they can be able, when tomorrow something
Funny
happens,
enough,
they
he
have
is a
opportunity.
music producer.
Oh,
All right,
no
but-
wonder he's...
yeah,
he
he's
keeps
a
us
music
going on that
he's a
line.
music producer. But what were you trained to do, really?
Basically,
What
I
did you read in school?
public administration.
You read public admin. So at what point did you say, no, I'm dumping this public admin thing and I want to do music?
No, from childhood, I grew up listening to very good country music, and I was like, I
You
learned it
appreciated
actually.
it,
I appreciated it, and I started. And then when I
So
sang,
why didn't you read music in school?
what I even wanted to study was even I wanted to fly planes. You know, those are some of the things. Yes.
I wanted to be an aeronautic
You know, those
engineer.
are some of the things I dreamt about and all that, you know. But because I had this stuff with music and I had some money, so I went to the studio, recorded expensive, people charged me so much. And I discovered that music is capital intensive, you know. If you go into music, you keep plowing it. But
So-
if you have,
Where did your parents come in? Did they encourage you?
basically for music, I won't say they encourage me at all. I won't say, but they
If it was
kind of
football, they probably
just
would
keep
have
nodding, you know.
So they kept
Not
They
even
kept
then. Not even then.
Yeah,
Maybe
probably.
now.
No,
not
not
then.
then. Because you tell your dad you're playing football, there's no way he's going to smile with you that
at
day.
all.
He won't.
So I said, okay, what will I do now? I now decided to go learn sound engineering for almost 2 years. So now I'm a professional sound. I can go for an event and collect 70,000. And if I want to do any track now, I can do plan my video. I have these things on the ground. But if I wanted to just put my head in music, that's what I tell people now.
So
Don't-
goodbye to public.
No, I do music well now. I even have gadgets.
But it's
I
always good
listen
to have a
music.
background, you know, then you
Yeah,
can
that
take it
helps.
from
Yeah,
there.
I have gadgets that I didn't even have. I listen to music. I get better by the day, even though I don't do it 100% the way I was so crazy about it, but that is what I want to do. But you have to go, there are something a stepping stone to your
Exactly.
dream. Yeah.
And there's still a lot of people that don't even know what they have.
What they have.
They are just walking about. They don't really nobody to even say, okay, pinpoint. Okay, you can
Yes.
do this because they've not had the opportunity.
Exactly. You took that away
and-
from me because
yeah.
I was going to ask what factors determines what skill you can develop. Because, you know, I'm just wondering.
What
I think
happens?
basically,
Yes.
Quite a lot.
like you said, the environment,
Yeah.
and then
Environment is very
if you have a creative mind, in the sense that okay, you know, like you're good with she's
Your
a tailor.
passion for
Yes,
it.
you're good at what you do. For example, now I make beats, so obviously I have to like tell myself that okay, this is what I want to create, have it in my mind that this is what I want to do, and then have the passion for it and actually get to do it. So I think that basically to have the factors that determine what
Skills.
you acquire. You have to have a creative mind, basically.
You know, another aspect
For me, I like
that
to
you
sing.
mentioned
So how do
before-
I go about it? I like to sing, but I don't think I have the voice. So what do I do?
Train your voice.
That's
Your
what I
voice,
train.
you can sing well.
Train our voice and
Yes,
sing well?
Yes.
You could train your voice. There are a whole lot of people, yes. You can, you could sing.
Some people
As you
cannot
said.
sing to save their
Yeah,
lives. They
madam,
cannot
madam,
save their
there's some,
lives.
if you,
Religion.
as you are like this, there's what, in music, there's what to call the head tone, the chest tone, and the diaphragm. If you don't know these things, you can't use them.
No, but that's
It's because you don't. That's why, yes. No, she was saying that you just leave it alone because she
No,
has
I
to.
don't do that. I don't put that in my mouth. I haven't said that.
No, but-
I've said, and I'm still saying this is me. Eh?
Yeah.
I mean, I see people who sing. I get fascinated with it.
Yeah.
But I tell myself the truth. I cannot sing to save my life. And that is another thing we should embrace.
But he's
Just because
saying that you
like
can
it.
develop it
but
if
I
you have
know
the
they want to.
interest.
Yes. I
No,
really
but she
know
said
that.
she wants
She
to.
wants to.
So I'm trying to
wants
prefer.
to.
Yeah.
You know,
Encouraging
another
her.
thing
Well,
for
how
me
to
is
go about
time.
it.
Time is
Wasting
very
your time
important.
where
Yes,
you
there are
might not
times
achieve
you understand. For me,
anything, yeah.
a real man understands what their strength is and what their weaknesses are.
Exactly.
It is important for you if you like it enough. Yeah, you could do it in your hobby and all that, but do not waste your entire life wanting to acquire something that you're really not very strong at.
Exactly.
It could be something you do leisurely. Yeah, fine.
By
But,
the
I
side.
mean, we're talking about skills, something professionally you want to train yourself. You want to be able to pay.
You
the
want
bills
to
and
make
your
money, you want to
bills.
pay your bills.
You
Yes.
make up your mind that this is what you want to do. So you're going to put everything in you. You're going to give yourself 101%.
What if you
basically
never
do it.
succeed at it?
But for me, I don't believe.
I don't think if you put your passion in it and you really want to do it, you wouldn't succeed at it.
Madam,
You know, at the
there's
end of
what-
the day,
there's-
It's not all businesses that
business
succeed.
falls back
As-
to
No,
why.
I'm talking about,
You could
yeah,
try,
I'm not
or you
saying
must
that
not
all businesses are
succeed in all.
successful.
That's one.
But basically, like you said, you need time, you need to have a passion for it, you need to like what you do.
You want to, yeah.
So if you have all these, I don't see any reason why it shouldn't
But you
succeed.
could
If-
like,
if somebody
you
could-
could love to do something and you won't get, and you start doing it.
You
and
won't
do
get
it
as
good.
far as
You
you
won't be
want.
good
That's why
at
you
it.
need the passion for it.
Even
Madam,
passion.
that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
People
Even
can
passion
go
has
to
got
the
levels.
university and study
But I
the
understand
course of
about
learning.
people who
Acquired
sing, but
skills.
no matter how much I want to learn to sing, I will not
If
give it
it's
all
not
my
there,
time
it's
with
not
something
there.
that
It's
I'm
not there.
It's
not
clarity
there.
at the end of
That's
the day,
just
really.
it. But you could
Let's get back
try.
to what you said. You said you wanted you would like to sing.
She
Now,
would.
yeah, if you say, okay, I really want
If I
to do
put
this
my
thing.
mind to it.
Yeah,
You can do it.
it's
You
just,
can do it.
in fact, in the next 6 months is too long a time to learn how to sing. Singing is when you just learn how to use your diaphragm, your chest tone, and then you learn the rest. It comes easy. You know,
I think
it's
one
about
question- one
learning. It's
question
not
we're
about
forgetting.
all the time in the
Michael,
world. I
I
like
think-
people who diversify. I don't like people who feel I want to do just one thing in life.
yeah,
I like people, even though you don't do it at 100%, at least know something.
Make an-
If you want, even
I
if,
think one
Now you're
question that
saying
we're
know
failing to ask
something.
ourselves
But
here-
she's talking about
Agatha,
something
I'm
you're
sorry,
going to
darling.
sell.
One question we forget to
It's a
ask here:
skill.
why exactly do we want to acquire the skill? I think that's the question at the end of the
Yeah,
day.
exactly.
Why? You know what's
Because
that
you have to have
facts?
motivation.
Is it for business? Is it for
Okay,
personal?
people.
What's the
Exactly,
reason, really?
yes.
Okay, people, at this point, we'll take a break for Jason to continue. Don't go anywhere.
Are you ready to be connected? Or to share in the laughter? Feel the music. get up close and really personal. Then join me, Cecil, as I take you through the off-camera lives of celebrities and outstanding personalities and connections at this times on NTA. Don't be told, tell somebody.
The program is still the Gist Zone, and my guest and I have been gisting skill acquisition, and it's getting hot. Everybody has, diverse opinions. All right, so in the long run, what pays better, running your own business or working for someone?
I think it depends.
Yeah, it depends on what the kind of business to start with. Many other times you could run your own business and even run it into loss.
Yes, definitely. So not all businesses
not all
are successful.
businesses are successful. That is one. And two, it depends on what is motivating you, how you think you can do it. There are a whole lot of people that are just there in the background and somebody is running their business
and they're
succeeding
well.
They're succeeding
and
well.
It's their name that it's being.
And some people may be fulfilled from just
doing
running
it for you.
A small business and not planning to expand.
Yes, they are
For
okay
me,
with where
for,
they are.
for me,
So
I
it's
believe
about
that
you, your target or the standard you have set for yourself, and what you want to give to the people. You want to do this and say that this is you. By the time somebody wears what you do or sees whatever you have made, and like, where is this coming from? They trace it back to you.
So I don't think it's putting on a pedestal that working for somebody or working for yourself, is
it's about
on a scale. No, you cannot completely measure it.
For me, running your own business pays better. Now, I'll give you example. Even though you tell somebody to run a business for you, it's still your business. You are still running it, paying people to run your business for you. Yeah. Why I say this, look at some people, you work for somebody, say, 30 years of your life, and then you end up, they pay you, say, okay, they are giving you, say, at most 10 million naira. You have, yes, you're going to graduate. Now, when you, this format of classifying somebody who is truly wealthy, now check how many years do you want to live in your life after retirement. They give you 10 million. How much do you spend a day? If you spend 10,000 for eating everything you do for 10,000, classify it with the number of years you want to live. Then are you truly wealthy? For me, I've had people who work in NLPC for so long and they retire with how many million are they being paid? But if you stay consistently on your business for 5 years, instead of working for somebody 30 years, give yourself 5-10 years, your business can, and then you retire and employ people to be able to run your business, have the mechanism to run.
I would like to say
that is one
not
thing I feel.
everybody is intended to run a business. Because every time we say skill acquisition, people run your business, not everybody is intended to run a business. Not everybody,
even skills acquisition is even different from running a business.
Yeah, listen, sorry, darling, not everybody is going to be a leader. Let me give you my reasons for saying that.
Yes.
My major reasons of saying that is there are people who have great jobs and they have seen the level or the amount that comes into the company and they want to be selfish enough to want to run their thing. There are too many selfish reasons why people go into business.
Exactly.
It's more reasonable when you do not honestly have a job and instead of begging around or doing all that, or you're a graduate, there are times when you need to stand up and you need to do something for yourself. Do you understand? There's got to be
you need to have that
credible reason why you want to do it. Because I see a lot of people, even when they have the resources, who say, oh, they want to have a business, but yet they're not even willing to pay people who are working for them. I mean, there are people working, but they're not willing to pay them. There are too many wrong reasons. And it's not even the loss at the end of the day. It's how you treat people at the end of the day. It's how you also mentally kill the people who work for you. So there are too many reasons why we need to be careful in the spirit of acquiring a skill and running a business.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the thing is that everybody is just saying, oh, they want to run their own businesses. Everybody, they don't even know how.
They don't even know how.
We were not all meant to be businessmen and women. But some of us are not meant to be businessmen and women at all.
This is what has kept Nigerian in where we are today. If you keep saying everybody's not meant to run, when you want everybody to keep looking for job in government.
Everybody cannot run a business.
Somebody has said, don't look for what the country will do for you. Look for what you will do for your country.
Listen to what we are saying.
Listen
to what we are saying. I think we're all saying the same thing in different ways.
If you have a skill,
sure,
fine.
Somebody
and you
can
want to
even
do it.
manage that skill for you, because when
Yeah,
you say
but you've got to have the passion. Not
Yeah.
because you have a skill,
Yeah.
you just go out there and set up something.
Yeah.
You need to have that passion.
Okay.
You know, that drive for it to succeed. It's not about
People
opening
start
something.
businesses and in 2 months
Yeah.
they're already
Straight
they're
away.
out in
when
2
you
months.
when you don't know how to run a business, why start a business? I was not talking about failing of business. What I'm saying now, which one pays better? I said is having your own business pays better than working for somebody else. Now, if you're not talking about, people said 1 out of 10 businesses established in a year, 9 goes off and 1 remains. Why? You now you come to Abuja and say, okay, what kind of business do I put here? You just open a business, you don't know what happens, and you close. What I was talking about was in terms of which one pays better. I said if you work for somebody for 30 years and you are being paid 10 million, and then for 30 years, and you can give yourself 10 years in your own job, and then you spend time, you are consistent on the job, which one pays better?
By and large, what are the benefits of acquiring a skill?
You can run your own business. You can be your own person, your own master, your own have
You're
time
your
to
own
do-
world.
Yeah, your own.
Yes,
You can
have
create
time to do
employment for
whatever you
people.
want
Lots
to
of
do.
things,
Yes,
yeah.
like you already said, you can create employment. Of course,
people,
you get
of
money.
course.
You be paid for what you love doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it creates an opportunity for you to self-develop yourself, not with the physical things, with you mentally. It puts you at a point where you learn to be committed to a cause, committed to a vision. It puts you at a point where you are motivated to want to keep the drive, especially when you're passionate about it.
Exactly.
It puts you at a point to which you are confident because this is somebody in delivering that skill, whatever it is, you have to communicate with people all the time. So you have to be that person.
Yes.
It comes down to
You're-
packaging.
you're
You must understand what the
on top of your
packaging
game.
And give you an
Yes.
opportunity to help
Okay.
others too, because you
And at
can't
the end of the day,
do
you pay your bills.
Your last word,
Yeah,
quickly.
I think when you have an opportunity to be able to establish a business or bring whatever you're born with, just like people who this light is somebody else's business. When you bring light, you bring ease, and people are happy. You better the life of people.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Sephiny.
For me, is understand what your strengths and your weaknesses are. You must understand that before you acquire anything. That would help in developing whoever you are and whatever the next step would be. And in doing that, you also need to believe in yourself and step out of the box. You can't continue to be in the box. Always look for new and newer ways to develop yourself again and again.
Very well said. Thank you. And
For
you.
me, skill acquisition here. You yourself coming out, you want to learn it. You should have a passion for it. You should have a drive that you want to do this, and you should have set a goal for yourself. That you as a person, you want to come out with this. You want people to know you for this. So when you're doing it, you do it. It should come from inside of you. You should do it well. Don't do it only because
Just for
everybody
doing
is
sake.
saying it.
Okay.
Do it because you
You
want
love
people to
doing
know
what you're
that
doing.
you do this.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Well, for me, I'll be saying this to the parents. It's high time we start. You start encouraging your kids to be able to show what they have within them, so that it will also help them to build up themselves, their self-confidence, and what they have within, like their skills, whatever it is. You will help them to build it up earlier in their lifetime.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I agree with Agatha, who says that the parents have to encourage their children from an early stage. Help them to know what they're good at and what they are not, and obviously always encourage them to be good at it.
Okay. Thank you, people. Thank you, everyone, for coming. We've had a good show. All right. That's just done for this week. Thank you for being a part of it. For comments, you can reach us on entertainment@nta.com.ng. We'll be glad to hear from you. See you again next time. My name is Ijeoma. Bye-bye.